Have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way.
Oh, no. I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth.
So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it.
But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful.
Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Ruiner's Apothecary here in Mel.
At last! It all becomes clear.
To do. He really ought to return. Mayhaps his time I went looking for.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what they are. Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Do come again.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
We've got goblins!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Let's play magic and view your weapon with the fury of the elements. Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Resounding success. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. Our kingdom, see...
Useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Wait for them. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. This seems a decent spot for a campsite. Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I grant you fire's worth. Use it well.
fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Mayhap was somewhat overdone, but no matter.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. An astounding discovery. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Let my magics grant you an elemental breeze. I will protect you. That was hard won. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
I can see no path to take us onward. It seems we've hit a dead end.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Stay with me, wait right there. I grant you roaring flank. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb. Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Sunset draws near. We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. There ought not to be water here. I've an ill feeling about this.
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Craig! On your guard.
Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
attitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity. How exciting! My heart is freaking there!
Bolts of lightning shan't do us any good against it.
I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Why bother carrying a lantern, if not to use it when light is needed?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Battahl as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?